Today I'll be solving Cambridge O Levels 4024 Mathematics Paper 2. Variant is 22 and June 2020. Let's get started. So this is a paper 2, variant is 22, May June 2020. Question number 1. Stephen had an annual income of 21,500 in 2018, 22,790 in 2019. Calculate the percentage increase. So first we find how much increase is there, which is $1290, and $1290 upon 21,500 times 100, and you get the percentage increase, that is 6%. B part says Stephen invests $1260 in a bank. The bank pays simple interest of 2.5% per year. Calculate the amount Stephen has in the bank at the end of 3 years. So first we find the interest. Interest equals PRT by 100. P, the principal amount, is 1260. A rate is there, that is 2.5. Time is 3 years by 100, and you get $94.5 as interest, and the total amount at the end of 3 years would be interest plus the principal amount. So 94.5 plus 1260, and you get 1354.5. C part. Stephen changes 4,300 Indian rupees into dollars. The exchange rate is given. Work out how much he receives. Give the score correct to nearest dollar. Okay. Now we have a ratio between dollar and Indian rupee. Dollar is 1. This is 67.8. And he changes $4,300. So just cross multiply 4,300 by 67.8, and you get the value, which is 63.421, and to the nearest dollar this is 63. The length of the rectangle is 6 centimeters more than its width. So if we consider a rectangle width as W and length is 6 more than the width, the perimeter of the rectangle is given. Perimeter is equals to 2 length plus width. Just substitute the values. Perimeter is 37, length is W plus 6, width is already W. 37 is equals to 2W plus 6. 37 equals 4W plus 12. So 37 minus 12 is equals 4 times width. 25 is equals to 4 times width. 25 by 4, and you get 6.25 centimeters. B part. A rectangle 20 centimeters by 8 centimeters cut from the rectangle 28 and 15. Each measurement is given correct to nearest centimeter, which would mean this is plus minus 0.5 centimeters, half of the given accuracy. Calculate the upper bound for the area. For the upper bound, the outer side has to be large and inner side has to be small. Excuse me. So outer side to be large is 28.5 times 15.5 minus smaller sides of the inner segment is 7.5 times 19.5, and you get 441.75 minus 146.25, 295.5 centimeter square. Question number 3. A lighthouse L is fixed on a building 8 meters above the base of the building. The point P is on the horizontal ground 12 meters from B. So 12 meters from B, 8 meters from B. Calculate the angle of elevation. So we need to find this angle. I can use tan of P as perpendicular over base. P is equals to tan inverse 8 by 12, and we get 33.7 degrees up to 1 decimal place. A ladder is placed on the ground at Q to reach the light L. The ladder makes an angle of 70 degrees with the ground. Calculate QL. So sine of 70 is perpendicular over hypotenuse. So solve for QL and we get 8.51 meters. C part. A vertical pole RS of length 1.6 meters is placed touching the horizontal ground. The light produces a shadow TS. This is the shadow, this is 1.6, and light is coming from this point. TB is 6.5. Calculate TS. So this question is basically from similarity and congruency. So we just compare these two triangles and we say TS is similar to TB. On the other side, RS corresponds to LB. Substitute the values. TS is unknown, TB 6.5, RS is 1.6, and LB is 8. So TS equals 1.6 by 8 times 6.5, that is 1.3. The table summarizes the time M hours that each student in a year group spent listening to music in one day. Some of these results are shown on the histogram. So this is the histogram and first 3 bars are drawn. 1, 2, 3, these are done. And the question says use the histogram to find the value of P. So if we see P basically lies in the third row and it is a frequency density. So frequency density is equals to frequency divided by class width. So in case frequency is P divided by the class width, this is from 1.5 to 2, which is 0.5, and frequency density could be read from the graph, that is 30. So P is equals to 30 times 0.5 is equals to 15. Complete the histogram. In order to complete this, we need to know frequency density. So I'm writing class width first. First 3 are already done. So class width is from 2 to 2.5, 0.5, 2.5 to 3.5 is 1, 3.5 to 5 is 1.5, 5 to 7 is 2. So class width, and now frequency density. Frequency density is frequency divided by the class width. 14 by 0.5 is 28, 23 by 1 is 23, 18 by 1.5 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6. Now you have to draw these. We know the x-axis and we know the heights of the bars. So a width of 0.5 and height of 28. So this is height of 28 with a width of 0.5. It would be easier when you draw this on paper using ruler and pencil only. Then the width is 1 and height is 23. 23 a small mistake. Height 28 lies here. 2 box for each reading. Then for 23, and width is 1 unit complete till 3.5. Then 1.5 is the width and height is 12. So 10, 11 and 12.5 and 1, it ends at 5. Last one is width of 2 and height of 6. 5, 1, 6. and width of 2. You may choose to shade them a little for better visibility. B part says the table summarizes the time C hours that each student in a group of 50 students spent cooking in 1 week. Calculate the estimate of the mean spent time. So for mean, we need summation fx over summation f. So f into x. When you have classes, we use midpoint. So midpoint of 0 and 2 is 1, 2 and 4 is 3, 4 and 6 is 5, 7, 9. So 8 into 1, 8 into 1 plus 16 into 3. Follow that sequence till the end. 15 into 5, 7 into 7, 4 into 9 divided by the total frequency sum of this, which is already given, that is 50. So we get 216 divided by 50, which is 4.32 average hours. Draw the cumulative frequency diagram. For cumulative frequency, we need these values. So cumulative frequency is first is 8, then 8 plus 16 is 24, 24 plus 15 is 39, 39 plus 7 is 46, 46 plus 4 is 50. Let me copy these values down. 8, 24, 39, 46 and 50, and these are against 2, 4, 6 and 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I don't have to zoom out again and again. So it starts from 0, 0. First is 2 and 8. Second is 4 against 24. Third is 6 against 39. This is 30, 39. 8 against 46. And 10 against 50. Draw a smooth curve. Do practice this. It should be smooth. It is way easier on paper and with pencil only. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to find the estimate for median. Now these are total 50 on y-axis. So 50 divided by 2, you get 25. So at 25, place your scale horizontal and read this. This lies exactly between these 2 points. On my graph, you have to read from yours. So this equals 4.2 hours. Question number 5, simultaneous equations. I'll choose elimination. So I'm multiplying this with 3 and I'm multiplying this with 2. 3 2 times would be 6, 2 3 times would be 6, and directly, if we want to do it directly to get the opposite sign, I'm using minus 2. So first equation, 3 2 times is 6x minus 12y is equals to 33. Second equation, minus 2 into 3 is minus 6x, minus 2 into 3 is minus 6y, minus into minus is plus 12. Now add these two, get rid of the x. Negative 18 equals 45. So y is equals to 45 by negative 18. 5, 9, 5 times, 9 2 times. So negative 5 by 2 or negative 2.5. You can use any value. Now substitute this value. You can use this value in any of the equations. Let us choose the first one and just substitute the value of y. Negative 2.5 is equals to 11. So 2x plus 10 is equals to 11. 2x is equals to 11 minus 10. 2x equals 1 and x is equals to 1 by 2. So x is 0.5 and y is negative 2.5. Write in form of fraction or decimals, it's your choice. Solve the equation this to show all your working, give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So this would be quadratic formula straight away. 3 times 24 minus 3x. Rearrange 2x square plus 3x square minus 24 is equals to 0. A is equals to 2, B is equals to 3, C is equals to minus 24. So minus B plus minus square root B square minus 4AC over 2A. B is 3 plus minus square root 3 square minus 4. A is 2, C is minus 24 over 2A. Make use of your machine and you get 2.79 and minus 4.29 up to 2 decimal places. And do write your answers in the answer space. C part is inversely proportional to the cube of G. So H is inversely proportional to cube of G. So we can write as K over G cube. Now you have this set of values substituted. When H is 4.5, at that time G is 2. 4.5 into 8 equals K. K equals 36. So H is equals to 36 over G cube. Find the value of G when H is 32 by 3. Just substitute it in the formula. This is 32 by 3 is equals to 36 over G cube. Cross multiply. 32G cube is equals to 3 into 36. G cube is equals to 3 into 36 by 32. Cube root both sides. And we get G is equals to 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 or 1.5. Choice is yours. Question 6a. Two of these cards are chosen at random. They are placed next to each other to give a 2-digit number. Find the probability that the 2-digit number is less than 30. So if it is 2-digit and for it to be less than 30, first digit should be 2. So 2 against 5 or 2 with 4 or 2 with 6 or 2 with 3. Any other combination would be more than 30. So these are 4 cards. And how many cards are actually possible? You can see that with 2 you can have 4 different arrangements. With 5 you can have 4 arrangements. So with 2 4 arrangements, with 5 4 arrangements, with 4, with 6 and with 3. So 4 5 times is 20 and the probability is 1 by 5. You just have to understand this and do not write all the possible outcomes. Now it says list all the possible 2-digit numbers that are prime. So just look at them. Let me clear the space and see if it is prime. Now 52 is not prime. 54 not prime. 56 not prime. 53 yes. So 53 is a prime number. Now we've already done for 2, only 23 is prime. For 45 not prime. 42 not prime. 46 not prime. 43 is a prime number. Let's check with the remaining 2. 65 no, 62 no, 64 no, 63 no. For the last number 35 is not prime, 32 not, 34 not, 36 not. So we only have 3 prime numbers, which are 23, 43 and 53. Third part says find the probability that the 2-digit number is multiple of 4. So again, you can just think over it, over the options. You don't have to write all these options. So 52, if it is a multiple of 4, just write it down. So it is 52, then 54 no, 56 yes it is, and 53 no. Same way check with 2, 25, 24, 26, 23, no. Then with 4, 45, 42, 46, 43. Then with 6, 65, no. 62, no. 64, yes. And then 32 and 36. So we have 6 options out of 20. How do we know 20? We just did it in the first part that there are 20 different possible outcomes, and this is 3 by 10. B part. Rohan throws a dice 200 times. The bar chart shows his results. Use the bar chart to complete the table of the results below. So just read it from the bar. At 4 the value is 35. At 5 the value is 22. At 6 the value is 38. Using Ron's result, find the relative frequency. Relative frequency is known as probability. That he threw a number less than 3. So less than 3 is basically 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 occurs 31 and 46 times. 1 occurs 46 times, 2 occurs 31 times. Out of 200, use your calculators and write your answer in the answer space. Rowan says that the dice he has thrown is not fair. Make 2 comments. Not fair. If the dice would have been fair, the possibilities would be close to each other. So 2 comments we can make is, firstly, it is not a very large number to comment on. Not a large sample. And secondly, we can say that probabilities are not close to 1 by 6 for any, for example, not close to 1 by 6. For example, if you look at this smallest one, which is 22, so 22 by 200 is very less. Very less than 1 by 6. If it would have been a fair die, the probability would be 1 by 6, or at least close to 1 by 6. The table shows some values for y equals 4 raised to power x. Complete the table. Just substitute these values and solve for y. So it is 1 and 2. Draw the graph of y is equals to 4x from 0 to 3. So we'll plot these values. Where did it go? Okay. At 0 we have 1. At 0.5 it is 2. At 1 it is 4. At 1.5 it is 8. 2 is 16. 2.5 is 32. At 3 it is 64. Draw a smooth curve along these points. There you go. By drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve when x is equals to 2. So at x is equal to 2, this is our point. We draw the tangent. Now choose any 2 points at a distance on this line and solve. So I'm selecting 3 and 38 with 1.3 and 0. Using the formula y2 minus y1 or x2 minus x1. So this is the gradient. Next part says the solution of the equation 3 into 4 raised power x plus ax plus b can be found from the point of intersection of these 2 equations. So find the value of a and the value of b. If these 2 are intersecting, I can write 4 raised to power x is equals to 20x minus 12. Now we rearrange. So 4 power x minus 20x plus 12 is equals to 0. Now you see in the main equation you have 3 times 4 raised to power x. So multiply the whole equation with 3 and you get 3 4x minus 60x plus 36. Now just by comparison we can say the value of a is minus 60 and value of b is 36. B part says by drawing the line of y is equals to 20x minus 12 on the grid opposite, find the solution. So to draw this line we should have few values. Let me use x as 1. So y is equals to 20 into 1 minus 12 is 20 minus 12, which is 8. So at x1 y is 8. For another value let's use x2. So 20 into 2 minus 12 is 40 minus 12, 28. So 2 comma 28. So 1 8 and 2 28. At x1 y is 8, at x2 y is 28. Use pencil and ruler only to draw this line, and the points of intersection on x-axis would be your answer, and I'm getting 0.75 and 2.70. Hence sketch the graph of the quadratic function. Here is a sketch of the graph of quadratic function. The curve has the maximum value p comma q. Find the value of p and the value of q. Now first for p, the quadratic graphs are basically symmetrical. So minus 2 plus 4 by 2 x coordinate. So this is 2 by 2, which is 1. So I know p is 1 and q is now unknown. We can write the general equation. I know this is minus 2, this is 4. So x is equals to minus 2 and x is equals to 4. Before solving, this would have been x plus 2 is equals to 0 and x minus 4 is equals to 0. Now you need to understand one thing. When the coefficient of x square is positive, it is a smiley face. When the coefficient of x square is negative, it is a sad face. In this graph, you can clearly see it is a sad face. So y is equals to x plus 2 into x minus 4 with a negative sign. Now we have these values. We need to find q when it is 1. So x is 1, 1 plus 2 into 1 minus 4. Negative sign stays there. This is 3 and 3 and you get minus 9 plus 9. So q is equals to 9. P is 1 and q is plus 9. Question number 8. A birthday cake is in the shape of cylinder. There are 2 layers of cake and 1 layer of icing. Each layer of cake has radius 10 centimeters and height 3 centimeters. Okay, this is the radius and height is 3. The icing between 2 layers of cake is 10 centimeters. Radius 10 centimeter and diameter is 12 millimeter, which is 1.2 centimeters. Calculate the volume of icing in the birthday cake. So volume of icing, it is in the shape of a cylinder. Pi r square h. Pi stays there. Radius is 10 centimeters and height is 1.2 centimeters. So 120 pi, or it is approximately equal to 377 centimeter cube. The top and the curved surface of the birthday cake are now covered with chocolate. Calculate the area of the birthday cake that is covered in the chocolate. So there are 2 shapes. This top is a circle, which is pi r square, plus the curvy part or curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h. Just substitute the values and use your calculator. So pi radius is 10 squared plus 2 pi radius is again 10, and height of this complete cake is 3 plus 3 plus 1.2, which is 7.2. Now solve using your calculators, and we get 244 pi, which is approximately equal to 767. This is the covered area of top and the surrounding part. Anil has a slice of chocolate covered birthday cake. His slice is a prism of height 7.5. The top of the cake is a sector with the radius 10.3 and angle is unknown. Volume of the slice is 200. So volume is basically cross-sectional area times height. So when we write this cross-sectional area, it is a sector which should be angle by 360 into pi r square by the height will give you the volume. Now substitute the values. Volume is 200, angle is unknown by 360 times pi, radius for this is 10.3 squared, and the height is given as 7.5 centimeters. Rearrange and solve for x. So this is 200 times 360. We multiply this and divide it with pi 10.3 squared and 7.5 is equals to x. And angle comes out to be 28.8 up to 1 decimal place. Question number 9. EMF and GLNH are parallel lines. This and these two lines are parallel. GLM is 126. Find F, M, and N. This is F, this is M, and this is N. So we need to find this angle. Showing you're working and giving reasons for each step. Now I know that this is a straight line, so 180 minus 126 is equals to 54, which is MLN. And the reason is straight line or adjacent angles on straight line. So if it is 54, now we can see that this is a triangle and it is isosceles. So if we label them as x and x, I know that x plus 54 is again equal to 180. 2x is equals to 126. X is equals to 63. And the reason is angle sum of triangle. Now this is 63. This is 63. And we can see these are equal as alternate angles between these two parallel lines. So the main question was about FMN, which is equal to 63 alternate angles, 63 degrees. Question 9b part. Circles A, B, C, and D are points on the circumference of the circle center O. B, D, and AC intersect at E. Okay, this is the center, so BD is the diameter. They intersect at E. BC is the diameter of circle. ACD is X. We have this angle. DOC is Y. Find an expression in terms of X and Y for DBC. Now let's have a look at this. DBC. DBC is basically this property, which is angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. So if this is X, this is half of it. If this is X, this is half of it. So we have Y, and this should be half of that, which is Y by 2. And I'm writing my answers on the shape, which may be helpful in next parts. ABD. Now we have to find A, this is B, this is D. Look closely. ABD is on segment AD, and ACD is also on segment AD. So angle in same segment are equal. This is X. Third part says AE AED. So A, E and D. Now this is unknown for AED. If we say that this is 90 degrees, because BC is the diameter, this is 90 degrees. So these two angles are basically 90 plus x. You take away these two angles to find this. So DEC, let me write it here. DEC is 180 minus 90 plus x is 90 minus x. So we have this angle 90 minus x, and this right here is again adjacent angle on straight line. So 180 minus 90 minus x, and we get 90 plus x. So this right here is 90 plus x. Last part says find BDA. So BDA for this angle we can use this. Let me change the color. If you see y by 2, you can copy it right here as angle in same segment, and segment is DC. To find BDA, you can remove 1 and 2 angles from 180 to find this. So 180 minus one of the angles is y by 2 and the other is 90 plus x, and the answer is 180 minus y by 2 minus 90 minus x. This could be simplified to 90 minus 180 minus 90 is 90 minus x minus y by 2. Question number 10 from mensuration. Volume of the pyramid is 1 by 3 times base area times height. ABCDE is a rectangular based pyramid. AC and BD intersect at F. AC and BD intersect at F. EF is perpendicular to FC. EF is this vertical height and is perpendicular to FC, which is also mentioned. AD is equals to 10, DC is equals to 6, EC, the slanting height, is equal to 12. Show that EF is 10.5. Okay, now just see where this EF is. EF is this height. So if I would have been given with FC, I can use Pythagoras theorem to find EF. So I'm finding FC first. AC square is equals to 10 square plus 6 square, Pythagoras theorem, and AC is equals to square root of 10 square plus 6 square, you get 2 square root 34. Now half of AC is FC, so FC is equals to 2 square root 34 by 2, and that is square root 34. Now we have the square root 34 and the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equals perpendicular square plus base square. 12 squared is equals to EF squared plus square root 34 whole square. Solving for EF, we get 12 square minus 34 whole square root, and that is square root 110, approximately equal to 10.48, which should round off to 10.5 as mentioned in the question. Find the volume of the pyramid. Volume is 1 by 3 base area times height. So 1 by 3 base area, it was a rectangle of 10 by 6, and height we just found out, that is 10.5. Use your calculators and you get the answer. Calculate DEC. Now we find where DEC is. So if you look at this question, this is D, E and C, and I'm extracting this triangle out. So D, E, C, 12 is already given, 6, and this is also 12, and we use cost rule to find this. So 6 squared equals 12 square plus 12 square minus 2 into 12 into 12 into cos of E. 6 square minus 12 square minus 12 square divided by minus 2 into 12 is equals to cos of E. Solving for E, cos E is equals to 7 by 8. E is equals to cos inverse of 7 by 8, which is 28.95 and 29.0 degrees up to 1 decimal place. Calculate the area of triangle DEC. Okay, we have DEC, this is the same triangle, we have the angle, we can use the formula. Area is equals to 1 by 2 AB sine C. So the two sides are 12 times 12 and the inclusive angle is 29, and you get 34.9 centimeter square. Question number 11. Transformation. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So if we look at this, these are reflection, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes apart. So it should be at the midpoint. This is y is equals to minus 1. So we should write it is a reflection in the line y is equals to minus 1. Second part, triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by a single transformation H. Find the matrix representing H. Now first look at this. A to C is a rotation, and I can see A to C is anti-clockwise rotation. Third thing which we can see is it is a 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation, which is about the origin, as we can see by sketching this as well. So 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation for the matrix. What should you do? Always write these 2 points first, x1, y0, x0, y1. So when you rotate them 90 degrees anti-clockwise, the point on x-axis will become 0, 1, and point on y-axis will become minus 1, 0. C part. Transformation M is a reflection in line x is equals to 2. So x is equals to 2 is this line, and it is a reflection of what? Transformation R is a rotation 180 degrees about origin. Triangle A is mapped onto D such that RMA equals D. You always read it from right to left. So first to triangle A we will apply M, and M was reflection. So let's get done with this first. So if I reflect triangle A in this line, this is 2 units away. This point appears here. This is 1 unit away from the line of reflection. It appears here, again 2 units. So the first transformation is the reflection in line x is equals to 2 for A, and I'm calling it MA. Transformation M is being applied on A. Now the result MA undergoes a further transformation R, which is 180 degree rotation about the origin. So you rotate it about this origin with 180 degrees. So this point would appear here, second point appears here, third point is 5 units away and 5 units down. This is your resulting triangle and label it D. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Don't forget to subscribe.